This year at Fantastic Fest, this was one film that I had my eyes set on very, very early, and it did not upset nor disappoint at all. Let's jump into my review, folks, of the new film, Bingo Hell. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the film Bingo Hell, which made its world premiere this year at Fantastic Fest 2021. All right, one name, Jason Blum. Yes, folks, you know what it is. It's a Blumhouse film, and that also gives you just another extra level of expectation with his film. Anything that his name is attached to typically has been very good, and this is one also that follows suit. This was very, very good. This film really started out really setting the tone. It was gross. It was crazy. But it was fun. It was fun. I really liked this film. This film really was a mixture of a lot of different things that I appreciate about film. But overall, I think that just how the film and the pacing of the film throughout the story was really good. Really, really good. I was always entertained. I was always invested. And it was such a simple film about community that I was just even left happy at the conclusion of it because the good guys won. I love that. You know what I mean? But let me jump into it. So, here's the thing. You have this Mexican lady who lives in this small town. Her name's Lupita, played by Ariana Barraza, and who has an impressive resume by the way. But she has a little bit of sass to her, and she's more or less the honorary leader of this town. And because she is like this Mexican grandma by all stereotypical purposes, because they joke about it even in the film, she has a sense of command to wherever she goes, whatever she does. So everybody respects her, everybody jokes with her, but everybody knows she's not to be messed with. And I love that. I really, really, really love that. But at the same time, she's struggling with a couple of different things. She feels like she's kind of losing everything around her. And whether it's competition to her bingo hall or whether it's her friends who throughout the entirety of her living in this town that it's been a struggle for her, this small town where everybody knows everybody. We're truly seeing her have very natural feelings and very authentic problems that a lot of us has either been exposed to or know about or either dealing with, so you relate to this character Lupita very good, and Adriana does a really, really good job in commanding the lead here. I got more with her in a second. But, everybody in the town, all these seniors in this town, bingo night is much more or less like the same of what the millennials going to the club. It's like their highlight of their week. So bingo is the big thing in this town. And while bingo isn't totally rewarding because there's not a lot of money in the town, everybody does it, whether or not there's a big payoff or whatnot. This is a sense of community where everybody can get together and have fun. But Lupita also realizes that one of the regulars is missing, so you're suspicious, along with her being suspicious of something just not being right the entire time. So with that being said, ever since the point of somebody missing, she just feels like something's off with the town. She needs to get to the bottom of it. And it doesn't help that competition is on the way. Yep, a new bingo hall is coming. It is ran by Mr. Big, who's played by Richard Brake. He comes up in his new shiny car. I mean, it's a small town, so everybody knows everybody. So if a new car pulls in town, everybody knows that, hey, who is that? That's not usually here, etc., etc. But he opens up this new bingo hall, which is basically a mini casino for all intents and purposes. It has the glitz and glam, and everybody is drawn to it. And by the way, you go here, you win big money. But hey, maybe rewards ain't always what they seem. And by the way, Mr. Big looks really suspicious and creepy. And you know Lupita, who's already been suspicious because somebody's missing, is definitely going to be even more suspicious about somebody coming in town trying to change the whole culture of the town. So there is that. Now, here's the thing when it comes down to the toning of this film. If you've seen that recent movie Jacob's Wife, it feels right on par with that, where the comedy's there, but you know the horror elements exist. And it's really driven by the performances and the characters, and this is what this film does. So I really, really was impressed by Adriana's performance. But she's also alongside of L. Scott Cardwell, who plays Dolores. Now, they are essentially your two leads here, and it's a really good meshing. This meshing feels much like Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer. Like, how good they work together. That's how I felt about them two in this film. They were really good. Good banter, good chemistry, everything. And not to mention, like, they give you like that daytime television drama vibe between the two of them, and that just makes the film just even more easily to digest, which is really good. And essentially the two of them are the heart and soul of this small town, Oak Springs, you know. But I love the dialogue between them, as I said, and other folks as well too. Like the dialogue and the character work and the performances is really the driving factor here. Now I got to say too, when you have a director who's able to really allow actors and actresses to shine, you gotta tip the hat to it. And I thought the directing of this film was really good, because even people with minimal role was very impressionable, and you just remembered that character no matter how many times you've seen them or how limited of amount of screen time they had. And that's just something that I really appreciated with this. And then even going back to Richard Brake, who plays Mr. Big, he's clearly your big bad villain here. You know, he can't be trusted. You know, he's coming in trying to change the culture, offering people all this money. People are disappearing, and it clearly has something to do with him and his new shiny bingo hall and his antics behind it. I mean, he's stealing from the seniors here. Like, he's just one of the worst type of humans. Who imposes on seniors, folks? That's not good, but that's what he does, you know. And when he basically, so when the characters fall victim to his bribery or his rewarding, shall I say, he takes a step back into this more voice acting role, and he's so good. That sadistic voice that he projects when the folks are having their illusions and delusions of the different things they are dreaming about because they are winners now. The voice acting is so good. And then when you talk about the cinematography used with the different colors to kind of set the mooding and the tone to these delusional scenes, it's really good. And then they got these little creepy bingo balls, which reminds me of The Girl on the Third Floor with the marbles and whatnot, which was like, okay, these are creepy as well too. And it's a classic horror trope that I've seen in other stuff. I believe like a few other films also use something like that, where something rolls across the ground and it just stays there, you know, one of those type of things, you know. But again, and you know, for this film, it was very interesting, very fun. I had a good time. It had a good message with it, which I can appreciate. And I love just the sense of community amongst all of this. It was really good. So again, for the film that I really wanted to check out, this was one of them, and I was impressed, and I totally suggest checking this film out. So again, folks, this is Bingo Hell, not Hall, because it's hell. Even though all the seniors like to go to the bingo hall, this is not the one they want to go to. But I do suggest that you check it out and jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts about it. And stay tuned for more reviews very soon.